All right, you will be looking at the Starfield Shattered Space deep dive. You know, what do you think about Starfield? Leave a comment. Me personally, I don't think Starfield was that bad. For me personally, it was like a 9 out of 10. Me personally, but I know that's not everyone's take. But let's see what they're gonna do with Shattered Space.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us today. It's been an incredible journey since Starfield launched last year. I want to thank all of you for making it the biggest launch in Bethesda Game Studios history.
Really?
Your continued support and feedback drive us to making Starfield the best experience possible. Since launch, we've added new features, technical enhancements, fresh content, and the newly released Rev 8, Starfield's first ever land vehicle.
Oh my
Now
God.
we're expanding Starfield's galaxy with a brand new, completely handcrafted world and deep new storyline. This September, we're launching Starfield's first major expansion, Shattered Space. Today, we're giving you the first look at the mysterious homeworld of House Faroon. So let's dive in and explore.
All right, bet. Let's turn off the camera here. Oh shit.
The fate of our house was written among the stars. The great serpent tells us there is nothing to fear.
Do not more.
At least, not for those who walk the path.
This is the House of Varun. That was that one girl's fucking faction, right? One more faction? We give it an A. I forget her name. Dude, this shit looks so good, bro. And it has a 60 frame update on console too.
We love Starfield's
God.
massive open galaxy, but from early on in our planning, we knew we wanted to introduce a more secluded and handcrafted location, similar to what you've seen from our past expansions. So much mystery to House Faroon, and because they've so thoroughly isolated themselves, it made them the perfect faction to explore in a completely self-contained experience.
And so you arise, one of the promised of House Varun.
From the minute you arrive on Varun Kai, the story never sends you off planet. You're free to leave at any time, but the story is fully centered around life on the Varun homeworld.
Okay, that's
Everything
cool.
you discover, every location you visit, every side mission you seek out, it all tells the story of what happened here and how the Varun people have survived, cut off from the comforts of the settled systems and the rest of humanity.
Vindicator. Harbinger. Reverend.
It's like a fucking Destiny expansion.
Promised.
So
One
like,
of our main themes throughout the base game is humanity's search for knowledge. Shattered
Yeah.
Space is still about that search, but it's also about what happens when it goes too far. It's a very extreme pursuit, and it has backfired horribly for the people of House Faroon.
My brother Qasim has been missing for days. I'm beginning to worry that something terrible has happened to him.
damn. Is it like a horror? Like maybe a horror elements to it, or was it just like to make the atmosphere? Oh shit.
Before the start of Shattered Space,
Oh
a
my
secret
God.
experiment involving grav drive technology went terribly wrong.
It resulted in a massive tear in the fabric of space-time that swallowed a significant portion of the Varun capital of Dazra. You arrived just a few weeks after the Vortex incident. It's still very fresh in everyone's minds. There's a massive crater in their city. Nothing has been reconstructed. People are still searching for missing loved ones.
Supplies are limited. There is so much work to be done.
The Scaled Citadel, the seat of power for the Varun government, is now trapped within a strange field of energy. Among those missing is Anasco Varun, leader of the Varun people and speaker for the Great Serpent. In his absence, the minor houses that make up House Varun are all vying for control over the faction's future.
The Zealots were once a part of Varun society. They want to continue the Serpent's crusade. They'll demand an inordinate amount of credits or firearms. Worst case, a seat at the High Council, or even the reinstatement of their house.
We're doing on the name. Got him. Who's that? Who's that nigga running towards you?
All must serve.
He's looking at fire.
Varun Kai and Dazra City are like no other location in the base game.
From its inception, House Varun has been driven by a singular, unique vision. Because of this, Varun Kai has a completely distinct visual identity. We say it's very alien. You'll see this in the extraterrestrial landscape, gravity anomalies, and much more.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So is that nigga that got us in the first, like the main enemy, or?
Varun Kai is located in the Kavnik system, and it's not the friendliest environment. They believed the Great Serpent led them to Varun Kai, and their whole purpose in being here is to await its return.
You have no concept of what the Great Serpent demands of us. All must serve.
He's not real.
It's a dangerous planet, and a lot of the people have retreated to Dazra in order to survive and protect their culture and their way of life. Now you'll find areas of the planet that were abandoned and have since been taken over by Zealots, Spacers, and Crimson Fleet. And humans aren't the only dangers in the Badlands of the planet.
So look at these fucking
With the line between
monstrosities.
reality and the vortex breaking down, creatures from the other side can slip through, like the vortex horror. When you disturb the barrier between our world and theirs, they can sense it, creating these honestly terrifying ambush scenarios.
Didn't know Starfield was a fucking horror game.
There's a
All
lot
of a
of
sudden.
focus around ranged gun combat. You can engage in a firefight from way in the distance. In Shattered Space, we're closing that distance. Space is scary.
Wow.
Part of getting that across is amping up the aggression and the chaos of combat.
This nigga fighting for his life. Oh, he ain't got no weapons either. Are he doing damage? That machine gun ass as fuck though. Is that like a Two-Face, like a fucking Souls boss?
As you explore the city of Dazra and the surrounding planet, you'll learn the truth of what happened, become entangled in the political feud between the minor houses, and ultimately decide the fate of House Varun. A fate that could affect the rest of the settled systems.
We can restore the intended order of things.
Thank you for joining us for a closer look at Shattered Space. We worked hard to make this a journey you won't forget. We're incredibly grateful for your support and passion. Stay tuned for more updates as we head toward launch on September 30th.
Wow. It's looking fire.
Play it on Xbox.
Yeah. It's looking fire. It's looking fire. I mean, say what you want about Starfield when it first came out, whether it was good or bad. Me personally, I think it was a 9 out of 10. Now, was there problems with it? Yes, of course, as always. You know, it was, to me, there was too many solar systems. You know, the characters probably, like the character models could have been a little bit better. What else? I mean, I thought the story was good, but for some people, the story didn't hit. I thought the ending for Starfield was pretty cool, and how it went really enforced like a new game plus every single time. That's pretty cool. It looked fire. It looked fire. I'm actually, I actually think so. Like I actually think that this would. I think this will at least like for the majority of people that didn't like Starfield. I think this is gonna make up for it. I mean, based off what we see now, it could be totally different when we play it. Um, but yeah, I mean, it looks good. I mean, I like I said, I never personally thought Starfield was that bad. Um, it definitely, obviously, like I think what Starfield really did, and why a lot of people hate it, is because it just didn't innovate anything. It just did what Bethesda always done. You know, like the same Bethesda formula, same quest design, all that, and people just wanted something new. A lot of people thought it was gonna be like No Man's Sky, even though they never personally said that. A lot of people thought it was gonna be No Man's Sky, based off their own conclusions, and then when it wasn't like that, it was. But yeah, I mean, Starfield Shadow Space looks fire. I might buy it, or I might wait for it to go on sale. I don't know. I have to see. I might play it day one. I don't know if I make a playthrough on it though. But I definitely play it if I do get it. It's definitely something I probably will end up getting eventually. Whether it's now, around my birthday, November, Christmas, around that time I'll get it. So, yeah. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and see you in the next one.
I'm in the whip with authority, looking like Sky Bree, she got a body, ayy. And she been calling me daddy lately, want me to put her in Cartiers, and the bitch deserve it. Put in work for the money, she earn it. Give me top every night, lip service. Never gotta block these hoes, she worth it. I'm out in Abu Dhabi with a bad bitch, look like